Good morning to all. So in the last class we discussed about the types of computers, particularly about the personal computers, and in that category we discussed the topics workstation, desktop PC, netop PC and the laptop in the last class. So today we will be focusing the rest of these personal computers, which includes the netbook PC, tablet PC and the mobile devices. So laptop was one of the major advancement of the personal computers, and it is widely accepted form of personal computer during that time. So here we have the another category of the personal computer, which is the netbook PC. So netbook, which is also called as the mini notebook or sub notebook or the ultra portables, are a rapidly evolving category of small, light and inexpensive, and they are the kind of the laptop computers suited for the general computing and accessing web-based applications. So the netbook PC is exclusively, or it is only for the especially for the general computing and as well as the accessing the web-based applications. So it is regarded as a sub notebook, not like a normal notebook. It is like a mini notebook or a sub notebook, or we can call it as a ultra portables, and it comes under the same category of the laptop PC. So it can be used to for the only suited for the general computing and also accessing the web-based applications. So there is a model picture in the of this netbook PC in the textbook, page number 23. So at their inception in late 2007, as smaller notebook optimized for low voltage and low cost. So the netbooks omitted key features, which includes the optical drive, featured smaller screens and keyboards, and they offered reduced specification and also the computing power. So these are the major advancement that in this segment, which is the netbook PC. It has the features like the small screen, then the small also with the capability to run with the help of this keyboards and optical drives, and also it offered the reduced specification and computing power. So this was the major advancement in the especially the segment of this notebook category, and this specifically this netbook, which is we can use this netbook basically for the general purpose of the computing and also exclusively for the net surfing, for the web surfing and for the internet based programs. So this is regarding just an introduction to the topic netbook PC. Then in the short period since the appearance of this kind of notebooks or the netbooks have grown in size and features and now converging with a new smaller lighter notebooks. So gradually the advancement in the netbooks made the all the specifications of computer into develop into a very greater level, and also it changed into transformed into a very smaller and also a lighter kind of notebook, which means the size and the dimensions and size and also the weight of the laptops or here the notebooks were reduced with the advancement of technologies. So these are the major changes in the while we looking the netbook in a very detailed manner, and also the netbooks typically have less powerful hardware than the larger laptop computers. So it is also another important feature of this netbooks while we compare these netbooks with the PC. So the netbooks have the only less powerful hardware, and while we compare to the large common laptop computers, so the hardware is reduced, the powerful hardware is reduced in the kind of this netbooks, and also some netbooks do not even have a conventional hard drive. So it is also important. There is no forms of this kind of hard drives and optical disc to store the data. So these kind of netbooks are exclusively for surfing the net only. So in order to surf the net, we do not have to store so much of data. We can use this kind of netbooks, which means that it cannot carry so much of forms of data in the computer. And we can only go through the web pages and surf and also go through the net-based programs with the help of these netbooks. So this is another category of the netbooks in which the lack of this kind of memory. Then such netbooks use solid-state storage devices instead, as they require less power, are lighter and generally more shock resistant, but with much less storage capacity. So these kind of laptop netbooks or the kind of these notebooks often use a kind of storage device, which is typically we can call it as a kind of this storage device, which is compared to the other optical and magnetic storage devices. It is much less storage capacity, and also the term they use for this kind of memory is the solid state storage device. So it is just a different manner of this kind of this normal optical drives or the magnetic drives, in which the only drawback of these kinds of storage devices is that it can carry only a less amount of storage. For example, such as 8, 16 or 32 GB, while we compare to the normal hard disk of a laptop or a computer up to from the range of 120 GB to 500 to 1 TB. So it means that it only carry a specific amount of storage in order to use this kind of netbooks only for the network or the web surfing processes. So that's regarding the variant of this netbooks. So netbooks are the general type of computer. It helps to surf the web pages and also run the programs. But it is also the advancement of this segment also modified the kind of this size is reduced, and also the weight is also reduced. So all this advancement also have as an drawback also. The storage capacity of the new models of this kind of netbooks was compared while we compared to the common forms of laptops. The size of the storage capacity of the netbooks is while only we compare to the laptops, it is very less. So this is another important thing while we discuss the topic, the netbooks. And all netbooks on the market today support the Wi-Fi wireless networking, and many can be used on mobile telephone network with data capability. So this is also an important feature of the laptop. So here we have also this feature in this kind of netbook, in which it also supports the wireless network connection, and also it can transmit the internet with the help of these cables also. So the mobile data plans are supplied under contract in the same way as mobile telephones, and also some also include the Ethernet and also the modem ports for broadband and dial-up internet access for the respective use. So it means that this kind of netbooks often provides the specifications like the wireless networking, and also it also supports the kind of this broadband or the dial-up kind of internet connectivity. So basically the netbooks, while we analyze this topic in a very short manner, we can see that the netbook is a smaller version of a laptop, in which it provides almost all the specifications of a common laptop, and the change in the kind of this netbook is that the size is reduced. Basically the weight is also less while we compare to a common laptop, and also the storage, it is a very regarded as a disadvantage of this kind of netbook, in which the storage capacity is reduced, in which for a common laptop the storage capacity range start from the 120R range, but here we have only up to 32 GB while we compare to the common laptop. So this is only the drawback of the netbook. So that's about this topic, netbook PC. Then we have the next topic, which is the tablet PC. So what is a tablet PC? So we all know about the kind of these mobile devices, the mobile phones and all the other devices which is very easy to use and user friendly. So the tablet PC is regarded as a kind of computer, but it also performs like the all the functions of a mobile devices too. To a certain extent only, in which some tablets do not support this kind of call function and also other common functions of a phone, but it often supports the touch capability to access the internet and play the media files, etc. So the tablet PC is one of the advanced form of this, or we can say that it is the advanced form of a mobile device, and also it comes between the laptops and the mobile devices. It comes between these two categories, in which it only have one screen which range from the 15-inch screen onwards or the 7-inch screen onwards, in which it has a touch capability. So there is no kind of keyboards or mouse which is provided by inbuilt. Then we can add or we can later configure it with the smaller forms of this kind of add-ons to these tablets, in which it provides a specific kind of specification according to our use. For a student, the kind of this tablet, we can category this kind of tablet into different category. So for a student, the tablet used can be used only for to surf the internet and also to play the media files, etc. And for a gamer, the tablet PC is only for the gaming, and for a person who loves photography, the tablet will be provided for this feature too. So basically the tablet is a talented or multi-purpose device, in which it provides almost all the functions of a laptop, and also it also performs the role of a mobile device too. So the basic change of the laptop to a tablet is that the touch capability and also the size, only it consumes a lesser amount of size while compared to the common laptop. So that's regarding just an introduction to the tablet PC. So the tablet PC, we can divide this kind of tablet PC into different categories, in which the booklets, slates, convertibles and hybrids. So these are the major divisions of a tablet PC, in which we can use this kind of tablet PC according to our use. So these are the major divisions of this tablet PC. And textbook page number 24, it is clearly given that in general terms, a tablet PC refers to a slate or tablet shaped mobile computer device equipped with a touch screen or stylus. So it means that it is a computer device, or we can call it as a mobile computing device equipped with a touch screen or stylus. So this is the major change that in a tablet PC while we compare to the other forms of all the personal computers. So we discussed about the laptop PC, netbook PC, notebooks, all this kind of and desktop PC too. So all this kind of PC consumes a larger amount of space, and also the tablet PC. It is a major advancement during that time, in which the tablet PC equipped with a touch screen capability. So today the most of the computers, laptop companies, they provide the touch screen capability for the laptop too, but we can see that the first or the earliest forms of this touch screen comes with this forms of tablet PC. So we call this kind of this tablet PC as a mobile computing device. So this mobile computing device is a kind of a slate or a tablet or a tablet shaped device which equipped with a touch screen or stylus, and this form factor offers a more mobile computer. And also tablet PC may be used where notebooks are impractical or unwieldy, or do not provide the needed functionality. So according to our specification, we can choose the kind of tablet PC in which how it perform or how it give the results for our process or our problems. So this is regarding the tablet PC and introduction to the tablet PC. Then Tablet PC were first introduced by Pen Computing. It is a company, Pen Computing, in the early 90s with their Pen Go tablet computer, with the popularized by Microsoft. So the Pen Computing company, they introduced the kind of this Pen Go tablet computer in 90s. Early 90s, and it popularized by Microsoft. So later Microsoft was the one of the major company. They provide the forms of the different types of tablet, and now we have more companies that provide this kind of tablets. So in addition to the host of features found on regular laptops, tablet PC also has additional forms of advancements in the category. So we can go through the major advancement or the advantages of this tablet PC. So we all know that this mobile PC or this kind of this mobile computing device, which is also regarded as this tablet PC, has the most all of the features of a common laptop, and also even the laptop provides this kind of OS which runs in these computers too. For example, the Microsoft provides the Windows OS in a tablet, which means that we can do almost the works of this computer with the help of this Windows operating system in this tablet too. So it is a major advancement while we discuss the advancement in the software part of this tablet. So the capacitive contact technology, which is regarded as the touch screen capacity of a tablet, which can sense the fingers on the screen without requiring significant pressure for system to recognize an output. So it is an input. So this is another important advancement of a tablet PC, in which we already discussed about that, which is the touch screen capability of a tablet PC, in which we do not need a external pressure or external device to select or to run a process in a computer, in a tablet PC, because we can touch the screen with the help of our finger, and also there is no pressure, requiring significant pressure for the system to recognize an input. So that's the first point of this advancement or the advantages of this tablet PC. Then regarding the second point of this kind of this tablet PC, the palm recognition, which prevent inadvertent palms or other contacts from disrupting the pen's input. So this is also another important, in which the palm recognition. So we can also discuss about this kind of this palm recognition, in which the new form of this recognition is regarded as the fingerprint recognition of the mobile device. So the mobile device often supports the fingerprint, in which to open the kind of this or to unlock this kind of laptops or the tablets PC, we need this kind of fingerprint in the tablet PC. So this is also another important advancement, and it also prevent the disrupting use of this kind of pen's input. So which means that it also supports the kind of pen which is exclusively used for this kind of tablet PC. And also the third point is regarding this advantage of this tablet PC is that multi-touch capabilities, which can recognize multiple simulations finger touches, and also allowing for the enhanced manipulation of on-screen objects. So the multi-touch capability, this is also regarded as a major advancement of this mobile devising, computing devising technology, in which the multi-touch capability, which helps to it can carry multiple forms of touch accordingly. For example, some tablets supports 5 multi-touch capability, and some tablet supports 10 touch capability, multi-touch capability. So it is according to the specifications of each tablet or the each mobile device. it may perform more multi-touch capabilities in order to function this tablet in a very good manner. It is also helps to perform the games and also to play the media files, all the things in a very easy manner, in which we can use the both the hands to control the tablet PC or the mobile device. So it is also another major advancement in this category, tablet PC. Even we can use this kind of tablet PC in one hand mode, which offers a lesser amount of features, while we change this normal mode to this kind of one-handed mode in a tablet PC. Then tablet PC are now available in the different varieties. So we discussed only about these major topics or the major classifications of this tablet PC in the first section. So the booklets, then the slates, convertibles, and also the hybrids. These are the four categories of this tablet PC, in which they provide a kind of specific specifications, in which some kind of tablets is exclusively for the net surfing only, and some kind of tablets, or the for example some kind of tablets from the Amazon Kindle like tablets, which provides only to access the books, to read the e-books very smoothly. So there are many kinds of these kinds of tablets are available. So firstly we discuss about the booklet. So what is a booklet PC? So a booklet PCs are dual screen tablet computers that fold open like a book. So this is the major advancement or the major change while we compare this kind of booklets to a common tablet, in which these booklet PCs are dual screen tablet computers that fold open like a book. So we can use this kind of booklets PC. The term itself signifies that we can use this tablet as like a book. In order we can fold the and open like a book in this category. So this is regarding the definition to this booklets. Then a typical booklet PC is equipped with multi-touch screens and pen writing recognition capabilities. So the multi-touch screens and also the pen writing recognition capabilities. These are the major changes of the booklets PC, which is the form of this tablet PC. So it can handle the multi-touch screens, and also it also has the capability of this pen writing recognition capabilities. So the pen writing recognition, which means that we can draw, or we can calculate, or we can do the basically the mathematical and also the engineering works with the help of this tablet PC, and we can call it as a graphical forms of tablets. So this is another advancement of the booklets, and they are designed to be used as a digital day planner, internet surfing device, project planner, watch videos to live TV streaming, and also play music, and for the e-reading too. So these are the basic advancement of this booklet PC while we compare to a common tablet PC. So that's regarding the booklets PC. So we have the second category of this tablet PC, which is the slates. So the slate computers, which resemble the writing slates, are tablet PC without a dedicated keyboard. So this is the major change while we focus on this specific category, which is the slates, in which they are the kind of this tablet PC without a dedicated keyboard. So for touch input, users rely on the handwriting recognition via active digitizer, and also touching the screen with a finger tip or stylus by using an external keyboard, which can usually be attached via a wireless or USB connection. So the slates, the term suggests like it is only a form of a kind of a slate, and it provides to run all the programs of a tablet PC. And also the major change for the slates is that it provides does not have a kind of this dedicated keyboard, in which the other tablet PC also does not have this kind of this dedicated keyboard, but we can use the keyboard virtually with the help of this keyboard applications, or the Google keyboard, or any forms of keyboard which is available in the OS, or the for example in the Android OS. Basically the Google keyboard or the any other forms of keyboard are used to function this keyboard functionality. And here we have the slates in which it does not have this kind of dedicated kind of this keyboard. And for touch input, we use this kind of this handwriting recognition via active digitizer, and also touching the screen with a fingertip, and also we can also use this kind of external keyboard. Then this tablet PC typically incorporate small LCD screens, this kind of tablet PC, which ranges from the 8 inches to up to 36 centimeters. So it is just a change in dimension of this LCD screen, and they have been popular for quite some time in vertical markets such as healthcare, education, and field work. So these slates are very helpful for a specific category, in which for the healthcare or for the educational departments, and also for the field work, we can use these slates very simple manner. We can carry the data, or we can process the data in a very systematic manner. And also these slates also supports this kind of wireless connectivity. So, and also the screen which is provided in the slates are basically the LCD screen. So this is regarding the basics of these slates, which is the second category of this tablet PC. Then application for the field work often require a tablet PC that has rugged the specification that ensure long life by resisting heat, humidity, and drop vibration damage. And also this added focus on mobility and or the ruggedness often leads to elimination of moving parts that could hinder these qualities. So this is also some kind of variation or specification of this kind of slates. We can use these slates according to our specification, especially for example for the healthcare or for the education, and also for the field work. So this slates is only exclusively designed for these kinds of specific kind of use. So these are the first two categories of this tablet PC. First one was regarding the booklets, and second one is the slates. So the third one is the convertibles. So what are the convertibles? So convertible notebooks have a base body with an attached keyboard. They more closely resemble modern laptop and are usually heavier and larger than slates. So this is regarding the convertibles, in which these are the advanced form of slates, and also it provides the kind of this attached keyboard, and they are more closely resemble the modern laptop and are usually heavier and larger than slates. So this is regarding the definition to this kind of this convertible. Typically the base of a convertible attaches to the display at a single joint called a swivel hinge or the rotating hinge. So we can use this kind of these convertibles. We can rotate this hinges. With the help of these rotating hinges, we can use this base of a convertible attached to a larger display or a common display which provides at a single joint called a swivel hinge or rotating hinge, and this joint allows the screen to rotate through 180 degree and fold down on top of the keyboard to provide a flat writing surface. So this is the major advancement in the category of this tablet PC. While we discuss this specific category convertibles, in which it can this joint, which is the rotating joint, the rotating hinge, with the help of this rotating hinge, it allows the screen to rotate through the 180 degree and fold down on top of the keyboard to provide a flat writing surface. And this design, although the most common, creates a physical point of weakness on the notebook. And also some manufacturers, however, have attempted to overcome these weak points. So this is the specifically while we discuss the topic convertibles, the advancement or the major advantage of this convertible is that we can use this kind of 180-degree rotating screen instead of a common tablet PC or a notebook PC. So here it is, this is the another weak point of the other computers too. So this design, although the most common, creates a physical point of weakness on the notebook. So this kind of rotating display of these convertibles is a kind of a weakness of the other type of notebooks PC. So this is another important point. And the Panasonic Toughbook 19 is an example for this kind of convertibles. For example, it is advertised as a more durable convertible notebook, and one model by Acer has a sliding design in which the screen slides up from the slate-like position and locks into place to provide the laptop mode. So these convertibles are divided into different types of convertibles, in which some companies, especially the Panasonic Toughbook 19, it's like a rotating screen which helps to rotate the screen, and the other model by Acer, it helps to slide the screen in a very typical manner in which we can use it is like just like a laptop itself. And also convertibles are by far the most popular form factor of the tablet PC. So this is the major advancement of this tablet PC, which is the convertibles, in which the convertibles still offer the keyboard and also the pointing device for the older notebooks, and for people who are unsure about the practicality of using the pen as the primary method of output. So here we have these types of convertibles provides both these keyboard pointing devices and also the pen, in which we can use according to our specification, and also we can look upon the models that we have convenient to use. So this is regarding the convertibles. So this is the most advanced form of tablets. So we have one more type of this kind of this tablet PC, which is hybrids. So we discussed about the booklets, then the slates and the convertibles, and also the last category of this tablet PC, which is the hybrids. So hybrids, they are these kinds of hybrids coined by users of HP or Compaq, TC1000 and TC1100 series, shares the features of the slate and convertible by using a detachable keyboard, and also which operates in a similar fashion of the convertible when attached. So what is a hybrid? It is just an advanced form of both these convertibles and also this slate. So it combines both the features of the slate and these convertibles, and the major change of these hybrids is that it can detach the keyboard. So it is a major advancement in which we can detach the keyboard after the use of the computer, and also it the operations, all the operation is similar to the fashion to a convertible, and it while we attach the keyboard. So this is the major advancement that that we have to focus on, this kind of hybrids. So these are the major types of category of tablet PC. So this kind of hybrids, this is not to be confused with the slate models that have a detachable keyboard. Detachable keyboards for pure slate models do not rotate to allow the tablet to rest on it like a convertible. So there is a confusion regarding this kind of slates and convertibles. So basically the hybrids, the fourth category of this tablet PC, it provides to run all the operations of a convertibles, and also the major change of this hybrid is that it can detach the keyboard, and we can attach the keyboard whenever we want, according to our specification, according to our convenience. So that's the major change of these hybrids. And HP and Compaq, both the companies provide this kind of hybrids. So that's regarding the major points regarding the hybrids. And we have some major change of advancement also, and also some kind of disadvantages of this tablet PC. So we are now going to focus on this topic, which is the advantages and this disadvantages of this tablet PC. So we can see that the major change while we compare this kind of tablet PC as a whole, all the category of this tablet PC, while we compare this tablet PC to a common laptop PCs, the major change is the subjective measures, and what appeals to one user may be exactly what disappoints another. And also we have some opinions or the major changes of this or the advancement, and also some drawbacks of this kind of tablet PC. So firstly, the advantages of this the tablet PC. So first point regarding the advantages of this tablet PC is that usage in environment not conducive to a keyboard and mouse, such as lying in bed, standing and handling with a single hand. So this is the only major advancement of a tablet PC while we compare this kind of tablet PC to a laptop PC, in which we can use this kind of tablet PC as a very user friendly, in which the environment regarding to use this kind of tablet PC is that we can use this kind of tablet PC while we lying in a bed or standing or handling, and also we can use this kind of tablet PC single-handedly. So this is the major advancement, or one of the major advantages of this tablet PC. The second point of the advantages of this tablet PC is that lighter weight than the lower power models, and it also can function similarly to dedicated reading devices like the Amazon Kindle. So the major change of this kind of tablet PC is that the weight is reduced. So it is a very important advantage of this kind of tablet PC, in which it can help to use this very simple manner, and also the power, some lower power models also function similarly to dedicated reading devices like the Amazon Kindle. So it is an example for the kind of this dedicated kind of this reading devices. So these are the first 2 points of these advantages of this tablet PC. So the third point is that touch environment makes navigation much easier than conventional use of keyboard and mouse or touch pad. So this is also major advancement, in which the touch capability of a tablet PC. Then the fourth point is that recording the non-character information, such as the diagrams, mathematical notations, and also the symbols. So we can record these kind of figures and diagrams with the help of this tablet PC. And also the last point regarding the advantages of this tablet PC is that it allows the universal use without special keyboard versions for the different countries and languages. So we can use this kind of tablet PC universally, which means that in every aspects of the country, for example, we can use the tablet PC which is introduced in Germany. We can use it in India with the help of changing the language. So there is no basic change that we have to focus on while we use this kind of tablet PC. So this kind of universal use without a special keyboard, it is also another important feature. So we discussed the 5 important features, advantages of this tablet PC. Firstly, we discussed about the environment surrounding. We can use it in a very single-handedly, standing, handling, and while lying on the bed. So this is another important thing. The second point was the weight, the lighter weight compared to the other models, and also the lower power consumption. And also third point was regarding the touch capability. Fourth point was the recording capability, and also the fifth one was regarding the universal use of this kind of laptops. So while we focused on these drawbacks or the disadvantages of this tablet PC, the first point is the higher cost. So it is very important disadvantages of this kind of tablet PC, in which there is a variation in the price range of this tablet PC, and compared to the other models of this kind of this category, the tablet PC has a higher cost. The second point is the input speed. So it means that the handwriting, that is the basics of this kind of this tablet PC, which is the form of input, it is significantly slower than the typing speeds. So it is also another drawback of this tablet PC. And third point is that the screen and hinge damage risk. So there is a kind of damage or the maintenance of this kind of damage in the tablet PC, and it handle more than the conventional laptop, yet to build on similar frames. In addition, since their screens also serve as input devices, they run a higher risk of screen damage due to the impacts of the misuse. So this is another important thing, in which the maintenance cost of this tablet PC or the screen of this while use the tablet PC. So this is the screen damage risk. This is the third point regarding the disadvantages of this tablet PC. And finally, we have one more thing regarding this drawbacks of this tablet PC, which is the slower processing. So the tablet PCs tend to have a slower computational and graphical processing than the traditional laptops. So according to this price range. So this is the another major drawback of this kind of this tablets, the disadvantage of these tablets. And the major tablet PC manufacturers include Acer, Asus, and IBM, Lenovo, LG, Dell, etc. So these are the major companies, they provide this kind of tablet PC. So we discussed today the major topics like the netbook PC and the tablet PC, and also the 4 types of tablet PC, which includes booklets, slates, convertibles, hybrids, and also we discussed lastly the major advantages and disadvantages of this tablet PC. So that's for today. We discuss the further topic in the next class. So thank you. Happy learning.